Especially at the spot when he says now to the facts of the matter at the bottom. I swear to God, I'm telling you, I'm not. I don't want him to like point fingers, or like say he did something, but bro, this guy's definitely got paid by fucking Benji Ramos and fucking found him not guilty. Like, ain't no way he just ruled that. Basically saying that like two gangs, Hades and BBMC shot at each other. Benji, we had enough proof to say that he shot on scene. But since there's only two incidents of him shooting at another gang with Hades on the same radio, by the way, he's not guilty because there's only 2 incidents. There's no way.
What?
I guess being in the gang has a statute of limitations now.
This guy had 15 Hades members behind him, by the way, at the court case. 15. I counted, with Hades mask behind him to support him.
So, wait, what is this? Sorry, I was sending a email out.
It's a judicial appeal for Benji Ramos. It got overturned. Justice Faulkner overturned it. And found him not guilty.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
This guy's fucking... I'm telling you, this
Sorry,
guy's
I'm
corrupted.
not excited about that. Just who I see as the poster.
Okay.
Well, he's going to be a marshal in a couple weeks, so you ain't going to worry too much. He's going to be on our side.
Oh, Faulkner?
No.
Doesn't want to be a justice anymore?
No, ex-constitutional signatory Norman Adams.
Oh, shit, nice.
Yeah,
It's not about Norman
actually
Adams.
W, though, because
about...
the argument is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's no way. Like, Benji's trying to be the mayor of the North. He definitely made a call. Like, ain't no way. I don't know. I'm bringing it to you guys. I feel like there could be foul play behind this. This is a crazy precedent to set, honestly.
Sounds like a local PD issue to me. I'm reading through it right now. Faulkner is...
He literally contradicts himself in the same...
I have reviewed the argument
paragraph.
by putting forth the counselor Adams has been at first. I just a point that it shall render this verdict at a lot of points. Sounds like a local PD issue to me. Yo, I can't say that. I can't. I like Frost.
Guys, I'm not the most intelligent, but this ruling kind of fucking makes 0 sense. After everything you wrote, I was expecting to see guilty, but...
Okay, yep. That the issue was rolled in a sidebar. The other part of this and that.
I think this also points a hole in the gang-related shooting charge definition.
So the thing is, I think the definition needs to change then, because let's be honest, like the guy, like doesn't mean that he's not in the gang because he hasn't been like shooting with them in 30 days. Like,
if
what,
we
like
take
now gang members are just gonna wait 30
and
days before shooting again? And, oh, they're not in the gang anymore. So we just charge them with criminal use every time, and it's like.
Yeah, this is definitely something
no
worth
sense.
bringing up with the legislative authorities about changing that definition, especially based on this. It's kind of ridiculous. It needs to include that, you know, if they're found to be on the same radio as other gang members, wearing the flag of the gang, right? There's other things other than...
We then look at Officer Dachi.
Faulkner in this ruling seems to be defining as 3 or more, and that 2 is not enough of a pattern. But
it stipulates multiple. Multiple is 2. 2 is multiple.
It says a pattern, and he's saying a pattern that 2 is not a pattern.
Yeah,
I personally believe it is, but
no.
Historically, the 2 incidents within 26 days was not sufficient.
It's not only that; it's historically like you
should look more than that. For a
Yeah.
pattern, you can go. You're not limited to statute of limitations to look for patterns.
Well, I know that's what I tried to do in the court case, but McMoo refused all of my fucking things to add evidence. Basically, every 30 days, he's got an incident that he's been caught with Hades for like 5 months. He's been caught with Hades shooting, in literally 5 months following each other. But McMoo refused all of my fucking motion to add evidence because she said, "Well, it's out of statute."
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, in terms of misconduct, there's not ultimately he has the authority to rule that way. There's not really much we can do there. But I would strongly advise speaking with the legislative authorities, and would be happy to provide our support there as long as Brian is in support. In changing the definition of that charge to be more appropriate to what that this exact kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
If they're on the same radio as all the other gang members, they're acting as a part or in coordination with that gang. That should be
wait,
sufficient.
gang-related changed the definition. Wait, when did gang-related shootings change? So gang-related, 100% it did. Oh, it did. Yeah. Because
with that whole legislative rollback.
No, this is like, gang-related shooting used to be defined as a gang affiliated or a group. It no longer references group. And yeah, no, guys, I hate to, I'm going to be the asshole. Faulkner's right. Based on this definition.
Okay.
And
so basically I need to go see somebody about the definition.
I think, well, here's the problem, right? The real issue, if I'm going to be honest here, is gang-related used to be either a gang-affiliated group of individuals engages in a shootout, or a group of individuals unaffiliated engaging in a illegal shootout, right? So non-defense, right? Like, in other words, if there was, let's say we're not cops and someone rolls up on us, starts shooting, and we defend ourselves, it would not be applicable. But if the 6 of us got in cars and we were in a active shootout, because we are a group, regardless of there being an affiliated name, we would get it. It seems like this changed. It sounds to me like there needs to be a separate charge. If 5 of us were Hades and a 6th person joined in, they should be hit with a charge, either gang-related or group-related shooting, right? Or gang-related needs to be expanded on a group. However, the way to resolve that first is to figure out why this was moved back, right? Because was there a different change that came in? Because
I'm looking through legislative changes, and there's been nothing to gang-related shooting as far as I can see.
That doesn't, I am so confused. Unless this 2.5 years ago it changed, because this definitely used to be group as well. Like,
I don't remember.
Because look at the problem becomes, see at the end it says, this can be established by either a pattern of association or participation. And now a pattern does not mean 2 shootouts, mind you. You just need documented cases of his involvement, right? Like, so it could be 1 shootout, but he's also hanging out. Okay.
Yeah, I had 5 of them. The problem is the other judge, she refused all of my motion to add evidence. That's the thing. I did have 5 of them.
Or members of which in the last 30 days have engaged. Yeah. Criminal straight defined as ongoing
in a
group
continuing or ongoing
do you guys
series of
do you have a
offenses.
Hades gang dossier?
Yeah, we do.
What's the report number?
Let me find it. Hold on. I have it somewhere. I think it is in reports.
Let's do this. We'll look at this over. If you could send it, there's a couple things that we got to close out on. I would personally engage with your command and work on gang dossiers, such that those dossiers alongside affiliations, which I remember seeing something along those lines. I know Maeve was working on something as well, is that those things should be attached to these kind of cases. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So as to why they didn't add something or didn't, add it, we can definitely cook through that. I wouldn't suggest that Faulkner is doing any foul play. Unfortunately, literally in the definition of gang related, it does reference, given that the argument is based on the amount of shootings that he's involved in, and that being the core piece of evidence, Faulkner is tied to that definition, right? So, I don't. There's very few people that I don't think Faulkner's playing dumb shit, right? Faulkner literally signs most of our
I have a
stuff.
question.
Yeah.
So, like for example, what I had found, okay, is basically out of the 30 day. Is it like 30 days of each other or in the same 30 days? So, because basically what I found is every like 15 days, like for example, okay, we're the 15th of October. Well, the 20th of September, he had committed a violent felony with Hades. The 30th of August, he had committed another one. And it goes like for 5 months in a row that he's did that. And there's 2 that are in the same month. Like, that would be enough, though, right?
Statute of limitation is only for pressing charges. It's not about historical information. So
right. You can use things outside the statute to establish a pattern.
So basically, McMoo, like denying my motion to add evidence because of that pattern, basically destroyed my old case because of that. That's crazy.
Would refer that up to the Department of Justice's chain of command, or file an impeachment RCR.
Yeah, I was just asking a question.
She's an elected magistrate, so I mean, you're gonna have to do what Remy's doing right now, because the DOJ cannot effectively.
I mean, it's whatever. It's just,
Punisher.
she did
Well,
an error,
it's
right?
about
She
what you
didn't
want.
really-
It's about what if you want punishment or if you want guidance to do better in the future, right? Because
No, it's more
they
for
can't
guidance actually to
discipline,
do better in the future.
Yeah, then at least a justice can tell her like, hey, you fucked up here. Even if they can't necessarily discipline her about it. I mean, that's not really what it's
that's
about.
basically what she told me. Basically, she told that's what she wrote. She wrote it's not in the statute, so like doesn't count for the pattern or whatever.
I would have argued back, to be honest. And yeah, it's not in the statute, but it's irrelevant given that it's related to a pattern. And we're not formally pressing charges on this. This is just evidence of association.
Not good. Thank you. That actually answers a lot of my questions.
Yep.
And definitely help me in the future.
PD desperately needs gang dossiers. Back in the day, when we had these issues, we would literally have entire things on. Here's the people. Here are the incidents that they're involved in. Here's them chilling while their rest of their gang is selling drugs. Here's this person wearing the flag, right? Like their flags,
but there is a group for Hades. There's only 3 photos in them that don't work anymore. That old thing that doesn't work anymore.
No, we're not.
And there is in there all of the gangs basically.
Chat, what I am passing the
they
buck
have all
here.
the report attached to them.
Yeah.
I think it was Charlotte Spade that was working on that, but I haven't seen her in forever, so. But you can see, for example, proof and report for Benji. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in a row. like basically to prove
Mhm.
that he's Hades. Bang, and he has there's his properties there, his phone number, and everything.
I think your time is better focused. Let me ask you this. Do you, Frost, or you, Apollo, are you interested in focusing on any particular gangs to go after?
Not a particular one.
Then I wouldn't waste your time with this.
Not
Alright.
after gangs. I'm more
Yeah.
after street racers, but
the
recent times
yeah.
shit's comical.
Yeah, like look, I would, everything we do, it's a matter of like, what do we want to do next, right? And unless you like, if you have interest in like tackling the gang next, like a gang next or something along those lines, if you're like, yo dog, I'm trying to take down Hades, then I'd be like, it's worth going down, you know, all these angles, right? Otherwise, unless this is, you know, affects what you're looking to do next, I would just say, you know what? Like, if this happens again, we know what the attack angle is, and the attack angle would be pushing back against the judge in the moment. Otherwise, it's just, you know, spinning our wheels on something that, you know, we just disagree with the DOJ on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I come to you, by the way, because I know like you taught me a lot. So
Yeah.
I know that
absolutely.
you always have the answers for me to help me.
It's
so.
just, it's not worth our time, is what I'm trying to say. Y'all got better shit to do. Fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly. I agree.
Like, if Benji wants to be a pussy and pretend he's in a gang, or like pretend he's not in a gang and not a criminal, all that, I mean, listen, he's gonna have to live with himself. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know
I
what, that's
don't
actually-
respect anyone that
that's
doesn't
good.
stand on business. It's
I agree.
pathetic.
I
So-
agree. My favorite ones are them that says in the cells that they stand on business, they plead guilty because they fucking did it.
Yeah. It's even worse when people become terrorists and they're like, I didn't do that shit. It's like, all right, pussy bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck outta here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So,
What I'm talking about. All right. Well, I want you guys were probably in a meeting. I'm sorry for barging in. I really needed some.
that's what we're here for. You know what I mean?
Some of your wisdom. Gotta miss you. Night.
We're still here.
I do think you're right, though. I think there needs to be a new charge for
Group
people that would
related.
be, group related shooting.
I 100%.
Because I don't feel like criminal use is enough for the shit we see.
There used to be something. I know it used to exist in the last 2 years. I
bitch.
just don't. Maybe I'm cooked. I don't know. But we used to have it 7 years ago. I'm like almost dead set on it. Existed 2 years ago. Something happened.
kidnapping?
Might have been that damn Senator Dino Chavez, for all we know. You know what I mean? Maybe he
I just
pulled
feel
it
like
out.
there's a missing charge now that if gang related shooting doesn't apply in this scenario, what does criminal use?
Well, no, I mean,
the multiple
attempted
attempted
murder,
honestly,
yeah.
stack up the attempted murders, and they're going
Yeah.
to end up getting a larger time and fine than
Exactly.
they get the agreement.
Yeah.
of it.
Exactly
Yeah,
what
if
he
they want to play that game, then go for it.
Accomplice,
pal.
and
yeah, attempted.
accomplice gang
Yeah.
related attempted or accomplice to attempted murder.
I'll throw you.
However, many people we see getting shot.
Yeah.
I'll throw you something else too, which people aren't doing, which you're allowed to do. Is if people play games like this,
The
you are
hell?
allowed to say
Mr.
gang
Fuka.
related, and if not, 6 times attempted, or you can say 6 times attempted or gang related. You can have this happens with murder charges. It happens in other cases. For some reason, prosecutors within PD have forgotten this or didn't know about it. Like, think about it. If you get first degree murder, they don't get away with second degree. There is now a means by which the DOJ can turn a first into a second. But we as prosecutors always have had that option. Is that you can say first degree murder, and then after that, or second degree. So you put the primary charge, but you can then say right after it, or second degree. what that's indicating is if you, the judiciary, or, you know, which we don't have the, you know, the fucking
Jury.
Jury, don't agree with first, then consider the second, right? That is within your ability when you post to the docket. Just think about it. Imagine someone gets what? Did someone get away because it was second degree and we didn't ask? It wasn't first degree, but they did second. No, ain't like that. Anyways, does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Just put it. You would put it next to it, like 1x gang, and then in brackets afterwards, or 6x attempted.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be
Well-
attempted first degree or would it be assault with a deadly weapon?
Probably
Attempted.
second degree,
Yeah.
unless you can prove the premeditation.
It's just saying, like the charge reads, the attempt to unlawfully kill another human without justification or valid excuse. I feel like to a varying degree they might be able to articulate that their valid excuse is something along the lines of, I don't know. I feel like they could try to find a reason for why they're shooting.
Yeah, and then you can say, or, wait, is there no attempted?
I mean, if they're the only thing that they could try to wiggle out of that is trying to argue self-defense, but whether you push attempted murder, assault with a deadly, any use of that weapon, if they're arguing self-defense,
Yeah. Attempted
doesn't-
first, attempted second. Second works too.
it'd be second. For first, it's very unlikely you're gonna be able to prove the premeditation unless you've got some sort of ongoing investigation, or they had straight up admit that they went there
It'd-
with the intent to kill them.
It'd be attempted second degree.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree with what Blunt said. Someone tries to argue gang related, just fucking stack up attempted second. Be like, I bet. Listen, I'm an asshole when it comes to prosecuting. It's the same thing. Like if, you know, we provide leniency. If people play petty games, you stack all the relevant charges up. There's nothing wrong with that. Because if you start with an initial set of charges and it's going to the docket, you as prosecution, because you are now further investigating it, have the, oh wait, it was an appeal, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the challenge. So for murder, they added in their ability to drop it down even on appeal. But you can't change the charges on appeal for like gang related and then change it to attempted murder. You're stuck with what you charge the first time if they get processed.
Then
Except for murder cases.
If it sounds like they're going to appeal it and they're like, wah, don't want to do it. It's like, all right, bet, bro.
Stack them.
Attempted second-degree murder. I agree. You're right. You're right, dog. It wasn't gang. Maybe you're right. You aren't in a gang. Here are all the correct charges.
Yeah, watch them fold. Be like, no, it's okay. I'm in the gang.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Paul, I really have to go. Do you
right,
want me to
let's
give you the
get-
keys?
All right.
Take care.
Guys, thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anytime.
No problem.
Um,
Anytime.
Thank you
care.
so much for the wisdom.
Yep.
I'm sorry I came here. Listen, okay.
No, you're good.
No, don't be
Knight's
sorry.
been my wisdom person for a long time.
Hey, anytime you got questions, any one of us are always available.
Okay.
Take care.
Frank, you want to come down to LSIA or sorry, Zancudo?
It's actually no, I won't be. Actually, a very strange phone call I'm about to give you, Mr. Knight.
Oh boy.
Now I've just had a random person, masked up to the nines, all black, come up to me and hand me something. It is the ID of, I believe, a now deceased police officer,
What's the name?
Louis Brixton. State ID 4201.
Okay.
No context, no nothing.
Okay.
I know we've
Come to
we've been looking
Zancudo
into it, yeah.
ASAP.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay. See you in a bit.
In a bit.
Frank just got handed a ID of a dead cop. He's coming up here. It's Brixton, though, which he died to, like, police.
Oh. And how did his ID get out?
Unknown. It could be Faulkner.
Hi, Brian. Sean filled me in on some stuff you guys talked about yesterday.
And I spoke to Michael this morning. He's on board with the blue skying aspect of like enemy of the state, clear, like
go take a leak.
DEFCON levels. He's
Yeah,
actually writing something up for us tomorrow as sort of a conversation piece, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. The general avenue being, hey, if there are some justices assigned to Faceless, some to archivists, some to something to prevent conflict, you know, when it eventually comes to court, but also to allow us to build cases and build dossiers on, hey, this is a terrorist organization. Hey, this is a agent of, such that that thing would then allow us to very publicly mark them like, this is a terrorist org. This is a terrorist. You call them based on that level of PC of interaction that would give you different levels of privacy being broken, right? Such that we can have 15, 20 pages on the Faceless, right? But it's sealed and in the hands of those justices rather than on a, you know, I think you understand where I'm going with this.
The concept I'm not against. I would just need to see the particulars to see how it would work in practice.
And this is going to be a let's all work together to find a way. I'm finding a way that we can ensure we're doing the right work and we're not getting free shit, but put these things on a higher pedestal when it matters in a way that it can't be abused. Like, I'm even contemplating, like, it may require, like, you know, today when you, if someone's getting the death penalty, you're getting a sign off from the feds, effectively.
Yeah.
Right? It may require something like that so Forehead doesn't end up the enemy of the state because someone wants to SBS. Like, those checks should be there. We also discussed, like, those similar checks, like, is this person considered a citizen, right? Or do they have temp visas, right? So that opens up other doors. The actual goal, if I'm just gonna just be forward with it, is I'm watching my staff get burnt out just from 2 incidents, and you've seen the subpoenas being written, and I want them focusing. Let's say I've already gotten clearance for like Lagara stuff being insta subpoenaed.
Right.
But this is giving it legislation appropriately. And those people should also be in the loop such that we can focus more on interrogations and actually cool shit instead of 95% in front of the MDT, if that makes sense.
I get you.
Yeah.
Sean also brought up like a state marshal subpoena report type.
Yes.
That's something you would need to ask for on like the back end. That's not anything we can make.
I can ask my guy.
In the interim, we could make a report type and then just in the same way that we sign the off MDT ones, where we just write our signature as opposed to the thing.
Like have a section on there where you type the signature?
Yeah, and then we just need to be... we use the edit history to essentially confirm that no one else is...
Let's do it. Like, let's go down that route.
Okay, because there's one of the tags you can give reports where it says has petitions, which lets people sign it like a petition, but it doesn't let you see who signed it, but that does allow it to be locked.
Okay. I like this a lot. Let's experiment with a type and we'll test it. As you may have noticed, my latest thing, Blunt, Chris, Luca, Ruth are effectively my command. I'm considering Marshall, full Marshall command. If that changes down the line, you know, we can make that alteration. But I'm trying to lock shit up because it's leak season, you know what I mean? So
yeah, that seems like a weekly thing.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. I think it's boring. You know, and some people don't know any better, so let's just protect them from being dumb.
Yeah, like it might sound dumb when I say this, but when I bring new magistrates on, I tell them, if you're going to leak stuff, you know, don't be shit about it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, look, I've been a marshal for like a week, and some of the shit that I'm already hearing, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like they're like, oh yeah, we know this person's done it. We can't prove it, but you know, and there's also, it's not even DOJ, brother. There's like 300 cops that look at this shit and we'll just like freely discuss it, and it's just like, bruh, like,
yeah, that's all rubbed me the wrong way when Turner came to us and was like, can we remove, you know, justice access to these reports? And we're like, bro, there's 4 of us and there's 80 cops that can see this.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. I had like this discussion also spawned off of V's been good about it, but like I fuck with him, but like I saw like I was speaking to someone and they were like, oh yeah, that people will request other people's outputs, which is fine to a degree. It makes sense. Like if you were high command, you're a marshal, but you don't know what's being cooked and what's that PC and like what's critical information. And so I'm trying to shore it up in a way where it's like self-protecting of others doing something dumb. Because look, I'm not looking for hardworking detectives to go to sleep and never wake up because their shit got wasted, you know? It's not conducive to anything. So okay, I'm excited for this. I think this is a good line to go down. And then
if you had to choose a chief justice, who would it be?
I'd probably say you, if I was going to be honest. You're a crackhead. You're around. I don't think you are particularly cop or crim-sided. So
I try not to be.
I'm sorry?
I said I try not to be. I mean, I overturned a gang-related shooting on Benji.
We just got a conversation. Actually, we had the officers come our way, and I agree with your ruling fundamentally.
But Benji got lucky.
Yeah,
is how it shakes out.
Well, what I told them is like, number one, don't get too stressed on this. Number two, at some stage, gang related, stop talking about groups. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Hey guys, let me just let them know that they can handle this. Hey, Frank, you're in good hands. They're all command, so
Oh, no problem. He said,
Yeah.
I handed it over now, Mr. Knight.
beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. Where did that exchange?
All right, fantastic. I broke it down for them like this. Gang related used to define groups. That was a surprise to me. But I told them like, look, if someone is in the cells and they're really like, I'm not in a gang, even though I'm the gang leader, right? You know, you can't, the judiciary can't just be like, oh yeah, I know this because I, saw a clip or I've seen them together. That doesn't work
Benji
that way.
Used to be in Hades, but that very well could have changed. And unless I have the evidence to prove,
yes,
then
that's And if you as law enforcement know that, PD's been so lax on dossiers that they don't really have them, or they do, but they didn't know about it. And that could have been added, right? But they also have the option that if in the cells he's bringing that up, then go charge him with 6 second degree, attempted second or attempted first.
Yeah, like I had a bench trial gang like last week where they didn't add the evidence to support him being in a gang. And then I look at the guy's profile and it's like, as a member of Besties, here's these 3 incidents to support it. And I'm like, why didn't they just...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's simple stuff.
It's coming back to investigative debt. It's the same thing that I'm resolving with the faceless, right? I'm saying like right now, if we need to bring in one of their assets, like I'm sure you've seen the newspaper of Charlie, he doesn't hide too much. I mean, if he walks in, and I told these guys, I'm like, if he walks in tomorrow, what are we doing? I'm like, that's where it needs to be solved, because when you don't even, we don't even have shit like that. We need to fix it, and we can get there.
If Gunnar was still in Charles, he would just shoot him, because Gunnar wanted a similar sort of like enemy of the state thing. But instead of what you're proposing, he was like, if they're an enemy of the state, they don't have rights.
I mean, that's kind of cooked. I mean, I could imagine that eventually, like if there was a trial with them being absent, which is a option with shit, right? Like, that's like one of those, like, how about okay. Yeah, that's cooked. I don't think it needs to come down. I don't think we're catching these people. I think the charge is enough and they're evading enough that it's going to turn into a shootout. You're going to end up shooting them. They're going to end up dying if they're going to die. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. Yeah. We can't be shooting away our problems.
Yeah, I can get that report tape made and you can test stuff out with it.
Okay.
I'll give it to you and then full marshals and then justices for now, just to test it out.
Okay. We also have marshal clearance levels being put together by Blunt that we're going to fuck around with. And we'll see how that works with the judiciary. Idea is, like, we're still experimenting, right? Where, let's say you and someone else are the faceless guys, right? The ones that are going to have the background on it. You would probably be cleared. There might be a thing where it's like, hey, you have the keys to this thing, right? You might be cleared for CL3 with the tag faceless, right? But everything else is restricted. Because I want to do things in the MDT as much as possible, because that's what it's there for. And if it's missing things, then it is what it is. And I'm going to just say it. Even the archivist stuff, I want it in the MDT, even if they hack some shit. Maybe
that's kind of the point of them, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And maybe we hyper encrypt something in the title and they can't, you know what I mean? Like, there's other avenues we can take. I don't want to, you know, I think you understand where I'm going with this. So,
okay.
Yeah. All right. Easy. Okay. This sounds good. We can chat more about this when I'm less, you know, cooked. I'm going to be out the next 3 days, possibly. So,
okay.
But, you know, these guys are in good hands. So.
All right. No problem.
All right.
I'll let you know when that's made.
Yep. Easy. Hello. Appreciate it. All right.
You take care, Brian.
You take care.
Bye.
Okay. Good news. So he seemingly is on board with the general concept of enemy of the state. Obviously, details and all that can still be figured out. He is, IT would need us to have marshal subpoenas, but in absence of that, he's going to have a new thing called, we'll just be signing and using the history for signatures. And he's finding a middle ground for the time being.
The only scary part of that is MDT reports that roll back and then executing a warrant that was signed and then in the history is not signed because of MDT stupid shit. So
Wait, say
that's
again?
something to be mindful of. Sometimes, you save an MDT report and you go back and look at it an hour later, and your most recent changes aren't really there anymore, or in history or anything, right? So they sign it, save it, and then we execute it, and then you look at it, and it's like, hey, that's not signed.
I think what we can do is like this will be temporary anyways.
Yeah.
Until I think our IT guys should be able to spin up a subpoena equivalent marshal subpoena thing.
Yeah.
So. Oh man. Oh. So
wait, hold on. Step. Are you sure that doesn't just exist?
Marshal subpoenas?
No, the ability to make a thing that requires signatures.
No, the closest thing is petitions, which allows us to lock, but it doesn't give us the other feature set. But
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be, like you said, that shouldn't be very difficult at all.
Yeah, agreed. We did lightly touch on, like, I keep getting told about, like, so-and-so might be leaking, so-and-so might be, myself hearing things that I know others shouldn't really know too much about, just being freely talked about. So I was like, look,
that's concerning.
I'm more concerned that there's like 300 cops that can just see, oh, because you hit report and you see, like Nora Pendergast, who is this, right? And you might be like, oh, that's my friend. She sold me something yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, she murdered someone. Let me go tell Nora, hey, so I hear you're murdering, that happens. That kind of shit just happens all day, every day. It's crazy.
And also judges can see all the reports too.
Yes. Yep. I'm less concerned about judges, if I'm going to be honest. But
actual judges, yeah, some of the elected ones, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Flores flew in and he's getting picked up at LSI